What's up, diecast collectors? This is OBB, the diecast news guy. Today I'm going to bring you guys one hell of a diecast review, guys. It's a classic diecast review, and looking at this diecast, it definitely brings back a lot of good memories, and especially childhood memories, guys. Today is going to be on one of the diecasts I picked up at my Jack's Race Collectibles haul, which, by the way, if you guys haven't checked out, go and check it out. I appreciate, almost getting, I think I already got like 1,000 views already, so I appreciate you guys' support on the haul videos, and we'll be getting more of that very soon, as along with the collection tour video, which is coming out very shortly. But today, it's going to be on diecast review on the Biff. And by the Biff, I mean Greg Biffle and his 2005 National Guard Ford Taurus. My haul video, I said 2004, but clearly I do not know my facts, and I might have a big forehead, but sometimes I don't know how to use it right. But, literally, I made so many mistakes on that haul video. I called this car the 2004 car, and I called Jimmy Johnson the rookie year 2002, and it was Ryan Newman. So, I'm a hot mess right now. But anyways, you guys probably are still going to go in and tune into this video, so I do appreciate that, guys. But this is one hell of a diecast. Some of the newer fans might recognize this car as the Ryan Reed throwback that, Ryan Reed drove at the Darlington Xfinity races from a few years ago. And yeah, that's basically what this paint scheme is based off of, guys. I mean, this is just you guys know me. I'm a big fan of the military branch, the military-sponsored diecast. This one in particular, no exception, is freaking cool, especially with the Team Caliber diecast, guys. And Team Caliber, man, they were right up there with Racing Champions and Winter Circles as probably some of the best diecasts you got, especially with Action Race Collectibles. But just the amount of quality this diecast has rubber tires and metal chassis. Goodness gracious, that is beautiful. And clamshell packaging, so it's resealable, so you can take it out of the box and still have some value to this, even though I got this car for $3. So, as a Jersey guy would say. But anyways, enough of me jibbing jabbing. Let's go ahead and kick off this diecast review and the official unboxing of the Greg Biffle 2005 National Guard Ford Taurus for Roush Racing. Alrighty, guys, we have this diecast out of its box, and my god, this is a beautiful diecast. You want to talk about another cool, patriotic, military-sponsored diecast? This is the real deal, guys. I mean, from what I remember correctly, when I think of Greg Biffle, I think of this car. I think of his National Guard car that he drove from 2004, 2005, and 2006. And in my honest opinion, guys, I mean, the 2004 variant was pretty cool, but I think the 2005 one, in my opinion, has to be my favorite. The 2006 one looks pretty nice with the Ford Fusion mold. I did appreciate that, and I believe I do have the 187 scale version of that car. I used to actually have this car, and when I was a kid, but it was so torn up, and it was in a. I had like this big box full of NASCAR diecast full of cars from like the Gen 4 days, man, and my God, I don't know what happened to it. I must have got rid of them, or my parents did, but wherever the case was, guys, I'm glad to have this car, finally have this car back in my collection, because let me just tell you what, man, this diecast, I may not have been the biggest Biffle fan at the time, but let me tell you what, when I saw this car on TV, I always had a good feeling in me. I was just like, man, that is just a beautiful diecast. I mean, the yellow number 16 with the Roush number 6. I mean, look at that, man. Pretty cool that they brought that back when Greg Biffle drove the 6 Castrol car in the iRacing Invitational Pro Series. That was cool. That was a nice little feature. I mean, if Biffle ever decides to make a return in the Cup Series, which he says he's up for it. He's definitely up for it. Not like Carl Edwards, who, doesn't look like he's coming to NASCAR anytime soon, which sucks. But Greg Biffle says if the time is right and he finds a good car, find a good diecast. We had a good diecast from 2019 with that truck from NASCAR Authentics. That was really cool. Biffle winning that Texas race. That was awesome. My God. But yeah, I mean, Biffle said back in September of 2020, he said, if the time is right, he'll come back and race full time, which is pretty damn cool. I mean, don't know if he'll be like another Kenseth, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you guys had to ask where Greg Biffle would be, where do you guys think he would be in the Cup Series? I mean, probably not this year, but maybe 2022, or if someone's contract expires. I mean, I don't know. That would be pretty cool. But let me tell you what, guys. The 2005 Nextel Cup Series was something else. I mean, not only it was the year a certain driver ran full-time and pulled on one hell of a show, his teammate Carl Edwards, which is my all-time favorite NASCAR driver, but this guy, Greg Biffle, he was a big threat for the championship, guys. I mean, you guys probably saw Darian's video about Greg Biffle's 2005 season. Phenomenal. 6 wins. I mean, good Lord. It's a damn shame that this guy probably came to the closest as being the only driver to almost, and I mean almost, win all 3 national championships in NASCAR. He's already a truck champion. He's a Busch champion. And he came very close. Very, very close in 2005. I mean, I understand Tony Stewart, Mark Martin. Tony Stewart won that along with Mark Martin and Biffle. But this was his year, man. 2006 was probably the year it was to be a Biffle fan. And I think that is the main reason why Ryan Reed did a throwback of this car. Which is, I am very disappointed that diecast did not get made at all. Because... Heck, I mean, how can you not like this, guys? The National Guard. I think along with this and the 2007 Casey Mears diecast, when he drove for Henry Motorsports, are probably my favorite National Guard cars. I mean, yeah, we got Dale Jr. driving the National Guard car. I mean, that's pretty iconic. But, I mean, this was before, that car went mainstream. And yes, I'm saying mainstream because, if you're Dale Jr. or Chase Elliott fan, I mean, that's basically the mainstream audience. No offense. But... I mean, Team Caliber diecast, I mean, they were a little bit on the more generic side. I mean, there was still some casting, and there were some, the only detail we had in the front was, like, I don't know, like, with the grill. I mean, it's pretty much basically a flat design. Kind of a little bit on the generic mold, and yeah, the windows are pushed in a little bit. But you know what, man? The rubber tires and the metal chassis really makes up for it. And plus, these things are very easy to take out with the Phillips screws. They're not, welded in and soldered in like Hot Wheels diecast and the current diecast we've had now, or we've had for quite a while. But there was something really cool. I mean, these rubber tires are very synthetic. They have like a very synthetic vibe to them. They're very, they're very on the glossy side. So they're very glossy, and they're actually a lot more harder to get out because where the hole is on these things, they're very hollow. Like, good luck trying to get these out. I mean, because like I said, I played with these things when I was little, man. I took the tires off. I was like, man, these things are hard to get off. But yeah, I love the detail that, Team Caliber put in these diecasts. I mean, the 124s, man, are something else. But yeah, like I said, if you're at Jack's Racing Collectibles, which, by the way, here's the card if you guys want to check that out, Jack's Racing Collectibles in Riverside, New Jersey. I forgot to point this out in my Logano review, but yeah, check that out because, yeah, they also buy collectibles too. So if you are looking to sell your collection, give it to Jack. And then some jack off like me or Rob or somebody else will freaking buy it off you guys too. So, but yeah, guys, how can you not like this, guys? I mean, this is beautiful. The stars and stripes, beautiful, man. I mean, and for this to be in a primary scheme, guys, that is something else. Charter, Post-it, 3M, Subway. Look at all these iconic sponsors that Biffle had back then, guys. I mean, this is basically the prime Biffle car that you can have in your collection, guys. And if you guys are a Greg Biffle fan, you got to have this car in your collection. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. This was one of his best seasons ever in the Cup Series. I mean, 6 wins, man. I mean, it's a damn shame this guy never won a Cup Series. But Greg Biffle, man, I mean, he was always such a class act. I mean, my God, I just remember him when he was winning those Michigan races when I was little. I mean, seeing him driving that Post-it car in Victory Lane, I was like, man, Greg Biffle is so damn good at this track. And my Lord. But yeah, they made another variant of this car, I think, from 2004 with the Jackson Hewitt, or it was like another associate sponsor. But I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping I can find a Subway car, guys, because the Subway car from 2004 and 2005 looked really cool, especially if you guys have driven this car in the good old EA Sports games there from NASCAR, like NASCAR 04 or NASCAR 05 or NASCAR Total Team Control. My Lord, all those games have this car. I mean, this paint scheme. So, a lot of great memories of this diecast. I mean, good Lord. But feel free to share your comments and thoughts below. I mean, I know I'm not really saying too much, but there's just a lot of nostalgia with this car. Especially just with all those nostalgic tendencies. I mean, as you take a look at the decal quality, yeah, the printing is kind of odd and smeary, but, that's the technology we had back then, so you can't complain on that. But really, nice job in the paint quality, guys. The paint is definitely on point. But I definitely recommend picking this car up if you guys find it at your flea markets. I mean, typically you can find Team Caliber diecast at your flea markets, but I don't know, guys. Yeah, I definitely recommend picking up some Team Caliber Roush diecast because that is definitely something else to have in your collection. But anyways, guys, it's been OBB, the Diecast News Guy. Thanks for watching this diecast review of the Greg Biffle 2005 National Guard for Taurus for Roush Racing. If you guys enjoyed this diecast review along with other NASCAR diecast reviews, what the hell are you waiting for? Subscribe today and lick that like button like, all the famous YouTubers say. Goodness gracious, I just said that. Jesus Christ. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head off, and I'll catch you guys on another diecast review. As this has been OBB, I'm heading off, y'all.